You know, a podcaster without a microphone, that's like a painter without a brush. A podcaster without a microphone, you know what that's like? That's like the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard. Podcasting, everybody's doing it. Old friends of mine from back in the days, from when I was a kid, are now podcasters. It used to be everybody was a rapper. Now everybody is a podcaster and or possibly an OF creator. It used to be they would push their links for their terrible album, and now they're pushing links of they're posting links with podcasts with their innermost thoughts, or links to their OF with their innermost body parts. But it's funny because for as many people who are trying to be podcasters nowadays, it seems to me you would think they would also have, just the necessary equipment. And I think the reason people want to be podcasters, they go, well, talking's easy. And that's true. Talking is easy. What's not necessarily easy or is not necessarily inherent in everybody is being able to talk and captivate an audience. If you don't have charisma or much to say, then why are you trying to podcast? With that being said, let's pretend that you have all the things you need as far as character, charisma, with a voice that's easy enough to listen to and with some sort of message or form of entertainment being provided by you. Okay, you should have some of the basics, like a microphone. And I don't understand how this is a thing, but I just clicked on a video a minute ago where these 4 guys are sitting around a table. They're called a podcast. There's no microphone. It sounded to me like when I clicked play, it sounded like someone had set up a recording device to spy on somebody. The level of audio recording was so bad, it didn't sound like they had given consent for the recording. And yeah, it sounded like the recording from a sting operation being conducted by the CIA for podcasters for telling it like it is. So, sorry. The more I think about this, the more hilarious this is the equivalent. This is the modern day equivalent of, minding your own business and someone coming up to you like back in the day and going, I'm a rapper, which this has happened to me. I could not tell you how many times this has happened. They go, I'm a rapper. And I'd be like, cool. Do you got an album? No, not yet. Dude, you got a song or like a verse you could spit? No, all I do is freestyle. And they're freestyling. They're freestyling in front of a Denny's, and you're thinking to yourself, all right, this is hot. It's absolutely not hot. It never was hot. It's never going to be hot. There's never going to be that wave of Waffle House parking lot rappers that become successful. That's what this is basically. How are you going to call yourself a podcast and not even have one microphone other than the one on your camera? And hell, if you're going to do that, this is going to sound absolutely crazy. At least clean the audio up. Oh, you want to be a podcaster, but you're not going to take the time to buy a microphone? Okay, fine. Then take the necessary steps to clean up the audio. You're not going to do that? Then what are you providing? 4 guys sitting around a table awkwardly looking at objects on the table, such as their phone and the beer they're drinking. We're podcasters. No, the fuck you're not. You're 4 guys who are awkward on camera, who think they have insight to provide, and you're not giving anything. Hell, you're not even giving effort to provide clear audio so that we can do the basic thing that a podcast listener needs, which is audio to listen to. Besides the insight that we expect or the entertainment value, we would like to at least be able to hear you. So I got about 15 seconds into this video and I clicked out. And it's a shame too, because they had an amazing graphic. Their name, I don't remember their fucking name. Let me look at it. Their name sucks, but the thumbnail graphic was awesome. I'm going to go look at their channel now. The thumbnail's great. They're playing the part, like make-believe playing it, faking it till they make it, and that's fine. All right, so at a glance, oh, I see. Yeah, I take back what I said. I was like, oh, the thumbnail's cool, and then I see it's the same thumbnail for for the podcast. Yeah, this is absolute garbage. Also, another thing you need to stop doing is putting phony production company logos at the beginning of your video and terrible intro songs, and spare us the bullshit. If you're trying to podcast, just cut to the point and podcast. Give us something to think about. And you know what? Look, there's worth in what I'm saying here. If you're a podcaster, get a fucking microphone. Learn how to do some basic EQing. That's where you clean up the audio and fix the levels and make it sound good. Learn how to do the noise reduction and how to cut down your high peaks and bring them down so you're not all over the place volume-wise. Just learn some of the basics. And if you don't know how to learn, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to learn this stuff. Oh, well, hold on. Wait a minute. You ever heard of this? It's a really great place for tutorials. It's called YouTube. Literally 2 or 3 videos of tutorials of using programs, and you'll be better than you are now. You might not be the best, but hey, you'll be on your road to being one of the best, as long as you're constantly pushing for the next step up. You know, when it comes to pursuing anything, whether it's podcasting, rapping, running a small brand, whatever you want to do, even having an OF account, whatever, you got to provide quality. You got to invest time. You got to invest in learning how to improve and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Because if you aren't willing to invest in what you are creating for others, then why would you expect others to invest their time supporting what you do?